Welcome to this FarmBeats for Students video series exploring precision agriculture in the classroom. This video will cover section 1 of the curriculum, gathering data through sensors, specifically activity 1.2. Hi, I'm Sherry Bordelson, Education Program Manager at Microsoft. I appreciate you taking the time to join me today. In this video series, I will introduce you to the FarmBeats for Students hardware, curriculum, and software, and demonstrate how it can be used in the classroom setting. Let's launch into the third video in the series. The main goal of this video series is to familiarize you with the technology that's used in FarmBeats for Students so that you're equipped to facilitate student activities with digital sensors, data, machine learning, and artificial intelligence in the context of agriculture and STEM. This video series does not go into depth of all the learning experiences in each activity, as you'll be able to access all that information in the teacher's guide. If you have not watched video 2 and become oriented to activity 1.1, you want to exit this video and head over to video 2 in the FarmBeats playlist. In this video right now, you're going to learn how to get started with activity 1.2 and use a MakeCode program to program the microbit. This activity builds on 1.1 because the students use the microbit to collect data on air temperature, light level, and soil moisture. You'll also get a preview of the content included in video 4. First, let's give you the link you need for the FarmBeats for Students website, www.aka.ms/FBFS. On the website, you'll find links to download the free curriculum, a link to purchase the affordable hardware microbit-based hardware kit, and other program information and resources. As mentioned in the last video, FarmBeats for Students uses a microbit-based hardware kit comprising of nails, alligator clips, a soil moisture sensor, a microbit, a battery pack, and a USB cable. MakeCode is the default code editor for the microbit and used in the FarmBeats for Students program to create programs and download them onto the microbit. If you watched video 2, you're familiar with this information. FarmBeats for Students is FarmBeats for Students microbit-based sensor activities can be run on any device with a web browser, making it easily accessible for everyone. Unit 1, which you're in right now, which is the sensors unit, is now appropriate for grade 6 and up and includes activity scaffolds, differentiation, and extensions, all found in the teacher's guide. This section of the curriculum, so this section 1, gathering data through sensors, has 3 activities. So activity 1.1, 1.2, and 1.3, which if you do all 3 of those activities, it'll take about 5 to 7 instructional class periods to complete. This can vary, of course, based on age, the course you're integrating the content into, and the project extensions you may want to have students complete. So, the features of FarmBeats for Students. To get oriented to the activities and the outcomes for activity 1.2, I'm going to have you please pause the video right now and read this overview to yourself. Okay, look at the picture on the right. This is the plant monitoring system that students build in activity 1.2. In this activity, students again program the microbit using MakeCode. However, this time a soil moisture sensor is attached to the microbit. In MakeCode, data is viewed live in the data visualizer and easily downloadable for analysis. Okay, to recap, there are 3 components in activity 1.2. First, students build the soil moisture system to collect data on soil moisture, light levels, and air temperature. Next, they will view the data real time using the Show Data Device feature in Microsoft MakeCode. This is a powerful tool for visualizing and analyzing data collected from your projects. When your code is actively recording data, the Show Data button becomes available in the simulator, located beneath the board and simulation controls. This feature is really useful for projects that involve sensors or any data generating components, as it allows you to see the data input in real time and make adjustments to your code accordingly. Lastly, the data analysis phase using the microbit data logger. This is a feature that allows the recording and that storage of data from the microbits built-in sensors. So the light sensor and the air temperature sensor are built right into the microbit. This data can be retained on the device even when it's disconnected from power, enabling later retrieval for analysis and study. Okay, we're going to build the plant monitoring system that will collect data for soil moisture, light levels, and air temperature. If you assemble the simple soil moisture system from Activity 1.1 using the nails and alligator clips, I want you to go ahead and unclip the alligator clips from the nails and remove the nails from the soil. Okay, get out your third alligator clip. We're now going to attach the alligator clips to the Kitronic soil moisture sensor with pin 0, pin 3V, and the ground GRD pins. Now, attach the third alligator clip to your microbit. Make sure the clips are attached to the corresponding pins of the microbit and the sensor. If you need to pause the video now to get your system all assembled, please do so. Okay, so this is what the microbit system should look like. Now you're ready to use the Make Code program for Activity 1.2 and then download it onto your microbit. Different from Activity 1.1, in this activity, we provide the Make Code program already built for you and for your students. There are a variety of suggestions in the lesson plans to differentiate how your students interact with the programming aspect of the code for this activity. Don't worry. If you don't have experience teaching coding, it's okay. And if your students don't have any experience with building code, it's totally fine. You may want to choose to provide your students with the already built program via the link right here in the green bar at the top of the screen, or you may differentiate the experience. Ideas for differentiation are provided in the teacher's guide for this activity. You can access the program by going to the web address at the top of the screen here. I do want to let you know there's a teacher version of the program, of this Make Code program, that has comment boxes to help explain the code. You can use this as a teaching tool with your students. I would highly recommend it that you use that teacher version so that you could, say, put that up on the projection in front of the class and go through the different code portions of the program so that students really understand, even if they're not going to build the code, they should really understand what the code is actually doing. So what I'm going to do now is go live in Make Code and demonstrate how you will view the data for soil moisture, air temperature, and light levels. After I demonstrate, I'm going to have you open the program, connect your microbit, and download the new program onto your microbit. It's kind of an I do it and then you do it experience. As you can see, I'm here in the Activity 1.2 Make Code program. So I want to point out a couple things. After you connect your microbit to your computer and open up this program, you want to make sure after you've clicked the ellipses and connected to your device, one way to check is if you have this little icon up here in the tab that looks like the little USB port. Also, I can hover over the ellipses at the bottom left here and see that I am connected to my microbit. If you have multiple tabs open with different Make Code programs, you may want to close those other ones out because sometimes the microbit will get confused on which tab and program that it's supposed to connect to. So you can look up here for this little USB icon. Okay, so you want to click download, make sure your new program is onto the microbit. And we're going to press the A button on the microbit. So then we see that check mark on the screen of our microbit. And then we also see the heart so that we know that the data is being logged. When I click on the A button on my microbit, I will see the Show Data Device button appear. So you want to click on Show Data Device. Make sure students do not click on Show Data Simulator, as that's just pulling the information from this simulator that's right here in the window. We want the data to be pulled from our device, the actual microbit. So when I click on Show Data Device, we see this live feed happening here of our data, as well as the numerical log down below. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually adding some light to the front of the microbit so we can see some of the variables change. So down here you'll see the first number that's right here logged is the timestamp. The second number is our degrees in Celsius. The third number is the moisture, soil moisture level. And the fourth number here is the light levels. So from here, we obviously can view the data that's streaming live, and I can click up here in the upper right-hand corner, this blue button with the arrow and the down arrow, that I can export my data right to a CSV file. There's another way to view and download your data. Go into your Windows File Explorer, and you want to click on the microbit and then click on My Data, and this will open up your data that is on your microbit. In the data log, this will open it up in the web browser, and you can see your data in one very large table. From here, you can click on the download button to further analyze your data. You can also click on a visual preview that offers a simple way to view your data in a graph format. But what I want to do is I want to click on download, and this will now download my data as a CSV file. And in activity 1.3, we will show you how to use that CSV file in Excel to create a data visualization. In conclusion, for activity 1.2, just as a reminder, here's the link you need to access the FarmBeats for Students website, www.aka.ms/FBFS. Once you're on the website, you find the links to download the free curriculum, purchase the affordable hardware kit, and other program information resources. So I hope you'll join us for the next video in this series, Webinar 4, that will cover Activity 1.3 in the FarmBeats for Students program. It really builds off of what the students did in Activity 1.2 with MakeCode, and what's really exciting is they get to program the microbit to notify them when their plant is thirsty. We'll see you over on the other side.